Good morning, everyone. This is my comparison between the Thrustmaster 458 Italia TX wheel and my Fanatec CSRE wheelbase and the club sport shifter. This is a sequential one, and the club sport pedals that I have that go with it. So first of all, we'll start with the TX wheel. Some of the issues I have with it: overall, I think it's a pretty good wheel. It transfers a lot of the feeling of the racing itself, the road surface, the connection of the car to the road, very well. It does a nice job. I don't know if it's any better than the Fanatec, because I think a lot of it is the programming put into the game, not exactly how it reads it. So, but I'm not an expert on that. I'm not sure. But overall, I think the wheelbase does a really nice job of that. Now, the things that I don't like about it are, first of all, it's mostly plastic. It has two shallow attachments that you can attach it to your cockpit with. As you can tell, I had to ratchet strap this one to my cockpit because it was just too weak with just two screws holding it in. So as you can see here, I can push it up and down pretty good, and it holds pretty decently. And in the back here, I don't know if we can actually see it with this, but there isn't any kind of audio output. So you can't really use a microphone with this thing or a headset, so you're stuck with the Connect microphone. And as you can hear my furnace in the background, it really can be a real pain for the people that are in a lobby with you. So that's the first thing I don't like about it, is there's just no way to have a microphone so you can have a good experience talking to other people. Second thing is the USB cord is permanently attached, and it's not very long. So either you have to buy an extension, or you have to have your Xbox pretty close to it. You know, I wish they would have made it wireless, have that capability like the Fanatics are. Some people don't like that because they think they lose packets of information through the wireless connection. So now we'll move on down to the pedals. As you can see, the pedals are, let me get into here. Alright, plastic. The only metal on them is this aluminum surface they have bonded to the plastic actual mechanical parts themselves. This also has only two screw attachments, so as you can see from here, especially on my cockpit, since there's only two, it actually can swivel, so it's kind of a real pain to race because you kind of have to hold it down with your foot. I'm not really concerned about that anymore because I bought the adapter to put my Club Sport pedals back on here, so it'll work with this wheelbase. So you can see we have, pretty much I wrapped up what we're going to talk about with the Thrustmaster itself. So as far as the Fanatec shifter, if you look at this, I've never used it because I got it after I received my Xbox One and I switched my cockpit out, so it's just been sitting here tempting me. Now this is once again, this is an all metal shifter, and I hope someone comes up with an adapter to make this work with our TX wheel. But there's a switch on the side that you can click, and that puts it into sequential mode, and it's very tight so you can feel what's going on. And then if you want to do regular shifting, now the problem with this is if you don't have, I guess, the higher end Thrustmaster pedal set with a clutch, then it kind of hoses if you want to do anything, with the regular sequential, with regular shifting, not sequential. So I think I finished up with the cockpit here, and we'll move over here to this is my Fanatec CSRE, and it has the Formula One wheel on it, so it does not have the stock one. As you can tell, I mean, it's an all metal unit. and you can actually see down inside and all the different working parts and everything. And this has a switch on it, so you can turn the power off. The Thrustmaster does not have a power switch, so you have to unplug it, which is kind of annoying because it does mess up a little once in a while and you have to reset it. When it calibrates, it's very powerful and very fast, and you need to keep your hands out of the way. So we will move on upstairs, and I have my CSR, my Club Sport pedals up on my kitchen counter, and then we'll look at those, because that's really what I think makes a difference between the two of them. All the other things are things you can work around, but if you want a real good racing experience, you're going to want to use something like these Club Sport pedals. Now this is the Fanatec Club Sport pedal set. These are about $250 US, and Basher Boards just released on Friday an adapter that allows it to work with the Thrustmaster TX. So you can see this is a completely all metal set. There's thick plates for the pedals, the clutch, the brake. You can see it's adjustable, especially with the brakes. Instead of it being kind of like a slide, like the Thrustmaster brakes are, you actually have a load cell that you can adjust back here, and this has hydraulic fluid in it, so you can adjust to where it basically sometimes for each kind of car. You can really push your brakes hard when you're going to start your heavy braking on the straightaways before you get to the corner, and it reacts just like what you would expect in a car. So as you can see, we'll lift it up. There are 4 points where you can attach this to whatever you're going to be using, or you can put it on your carpet. I don't recommend that because you can get pretty excited while racing. As you can see, even there's metal where the circuit boards and all of the plugs for connecting it are. So this is a very, very well made unit, and anybody who wants to have a really good racing experience, and you can afford it, I think it would be well worth your money to spend the $250. Well, you're going to have $300 in the adapter to use this set of pedals. So I'm going to conclude this. It's early in the morning, so I didn't really have a script. I just was responding to a post, so I thought I would do some pictures instead of a whole bunch of words. So I'm going to end this now, and I hope this helps everybody.